Testing, 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 testing. All right, y'all give me 1 second to send this stream out and then we can get started. All right. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Keith back with another market analysis. Today is Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026. We're doing our analysis for Wednesday, February 4th, 2026. As y'all can see, we got the economic calendar up. Tomorrow definitely got some huge news. This was one of my main days, this day and Friday, February 6th, are the two main days I'm looking forward to. I was shocked about today. I'm gonna be honest, Tuesday shocked me about the price movement, but I'm still looking forward to Wednesday. Okay. Um, Tomorrow, February 4th, 2026, we got ADP non-farm employment change at 7:15. That's pre-market. We shouldn't get affected by it. At 8:45, we got PMI. At 9, we got 9 manufacturing prices. Also PMI, and then we got crude oil at 9:30. So I definitely want to see what these main three coming out, how they're gonna affect the market. Okay, and y'all know Wednesday usually, if we gonna do some type of reversal, usually it's Wednesdays. For me at least, that's usually when it will happen. But since we did end up dropping a lot farther than I expected on Tuesday, Wednesday could be a continuation to the downside. Honestly, so gotta watch and see what we do tomorrow. Okay, earnings wise, tomorrow we got Uber before the open, we got Lilly before the open, we have Google after the close, ARM after the close, QCOM after the close, O'Reilly after the close, Snapchat after the close. A couple of good names after the close. Today, we had AMD after the close, Supermicro after the close, and Chipotle after the close. We can go check them charts out and see how they did. But yeah, that's the earnings we got for the tomorrow. All right, before we get into into the chart, I got something to announce. Okay, now technically, I broke a rule. Technically, it was for the good. If y'all was in the stream this morning, we ended up catching our NYM trades to the upside. This morning we caught our NYM trade to the upside early. And we ended up getting out like what? No, yeah, we got in like right here on this counter, the very beginning of the day. Let me go to the 5 minute. We caught them NYM loans at the start. We took that trade, got once it got stuck in this 1 minute gap, we got out. And pretty much called it, right? We called it after we pretty much start consolidating, right? Now, exactly when I pressed stop streaming, I looked at the account balance and I seen we was literally right there to passing. Now, well, actually, I take it back. I didn't even look at the account balance at first. I just was on MNQ chart, and I think the last thing we said on the MNQ chart, I said, wow, it's dropping extremely hard. I was saying, hey, it's dropping extremely hard on this MNQ chart. And when I seen it dropping extremely hard, let's go ahead and go back, because we got off around 9, close to 9:30. Where is that at? About right here is when we got off, around this area. Okay. No, we got off before 9:30. We got off at what time we got off, y'all? Was it 9? I think it was 9, around here, like 9:05, 9. I think we got off at like 9:05, 9:10, right here, somewhere right here. We got off. And I was telling y'all, I said, hey, we dropping pretty hard. We made a downtrend. And I said, in order for the Bulls to get back control, they only got one spot to pretty much bounce at. And I said this right before we got off. Because we was pushing down, right? We was like on this counter, this 4-hour counter right here. We pushed down and ate that 9 o'clock counter. And then we was sitting right here. And that's right when I was about to end the stream. And I said, hey, we came below this daily gap and we, broke this uptrend right here. So I was like, hey, for the Bulls on the 4-hour, it's a 4-hour gap right here. You see, I put these blue lines here right before we entered the stream. And I said, well, since it already broke through this daily gap right here, I'm thinking for the Bulls, the only shot y'all got to go long is off of what? This 4-hour fair value gap. And I said, hey, I expect it to go down. Soon I entered the stream. I checked out we was on the MQ chart, I believe, when I entered the stream. And instantly, like I said, I think we got off at like 9:12, 9:15, something like that. So right here is when we got off. It wasn't even 2 minutes after. I seen that break and retest, and I said, you know what? I'm catching this short. And I got in the short. I think I got in off for 1 minute though. I seen that break and retest of that this daily gap, and right here is where I got in them shorts. Right when we broke and made this lower low, I said, yeah, it look like we're finna come down and continue and go straight to that target level that I said that we potentially will bounce at. Grab them shorts. We end up coming down, hit full TP, caught the whole thing down. Then right when it tapped, I seen some green coming, and I said we finna get our bounce, to probably come back up. I got in a long right here, got in that long, and got out right at the top. Once I got done looking at it, I seen that I looked at our account, and I was like, oh my god, we basically paid. We was like $10 from passing it. So then we took one more last short just because it was red. I was like, for the pullback, passed it. So that's pretty much the announcement. We ended up passing that Apex account. I told y'all that for the Excel sheet, we weren't going to post on the Excel sheet until we pass it and activate it and everything. But even though we did pass it, I'm not gonna activate it till next week. I want a full week with it. So we're just gonna trade my other accounts on live, or we might, well, technically Wednesday supposed to be for stocks, like a mixture of stocks and futures. So we probably just focus on stocks for the rest of this week. Or we might trade futures. I might get on my Ninja Trader and see if we can trade it on there. So we'll see. But yeah, I just wanted to announce that real quick. But without getting too deep into that, I mean, I don't want to make it too long stream about it. But yeah, let's get on into the chart. I just had to let y'all know we end up passing that account. So, all right, going to the charts, looking at SPY, going to that daily. We ended up making a lower low on SPY. So we got a low, high, lower low. That's a downtrend. Okay, so we in a downtrend technically on SPY. The solidified level is up here for this downtrend, or the can't be level, whichever y'all want to call it. It's right here. 696.96. Okay, so we put a red line here. Okay. Now, this is for the shorts. This having mindset of shorts. It did make a lower low, right? But it failed to close below these daily gaps. I don't know why I got hiccups. Failed to close below these daily gaps. Still red though. Red telling us we look for a low. So by us failing to close below these daily gaps, I expect some type of slight pullback, and then maybe we'll try to retest and see if we can finish breaking through with the news tomorrow to keep this downtrend going. But it also can go the other way. It can be we pull up, we come retest, and we fail to break through and flip back green and make a higher high. So really, really, really is a tricky situation where we at. Technically, we supposed to be following the shorts though, because it's in a downtrend. So Technically, we're supposed to follow the shorts, but I don't like taking the shorts into this daily gap. You get what I'm saying? I would much rather for us to either come down to this daily gap, make a downtrend underneath here, and take it to below, or honestly, if we pull back slightly, maybe somewhere on an hourly, we can grab the shorts to come back down. Um, but taking it right here is too risky for me, you know. But for them shorts, let's mark out the targets. The solidify level is 696.96. The target will be, of course, this low right here at 684.03. Okay. So pretty much what we need to see is on the hourly, we need to see a downtrend, or 15, whatever. We need to see a downtrend forming. Okay. Like I said, I personally would like it to be underneath this gap here. Let's delete it. I'm gonna start deleting these now. Each day we're gonna start deleting them positioning tools. All right. Since we know how we do our reviews now for the trades. But I personally will be waiting for them shorts if we can get below 687.66 or 60. 687, let me say the exact number. 687.78. If we can get below there, potentially I'll be looking for them shorts if we can make a downtrend. Take it to the bottom at 685. See if we can come on and finish the job at 683. All right. Longs. Honestly, if we make an uptrend above this gap, I would be trying to aim for this high here, but the only thing is, I mean, it's the hourly gap here, but the only thing is we is fighting against, we kind of counter trend trading, you know, against the trend. The safer way is to wait until we either make a high low, higher high on the daily, or until we come take this high at 696. Okay. But it won't stop you from taking scalps. We could take scalps to the other side, but it is a little bit of risky. That's what I say. I think I'll take possibly a scalp to the upside if we can break this hourly gap right here. Mark it out, but I ain't gonna keep it there the whole time. I'm just gonna mark it out so y'all can see what I'm talking about. This hourly gap right here, if we can push back above and make an uptrend above there, 690.27, then look to take it up to 691.70. Okay. But honestly, to be bullish is kind of hard for me, like, because we just made a downtrend. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard for me to be bullish all the way. But if that news can come out and push, like say if we get in, PMI come out and it shoots us past all these hourly gaps, then okay, now we back in business. At least push us up to this 694.20. Okay. But those are two entries I'm potentially thinking about. I kind of leaning more towards the shorts though, just because we made a downtrend on the daily. You know, I kind of leaning more to the shorts, but only if we can get below this daily fair value gap right here at 689.27. I gotta get below there at least. I really needed to be in this gap though, like I said. So really, I'm leaning towards the shorts more, but I need us to be below 687.80. That's what I need. Okay, get below there, then I'm a lot more confident with them shorts. All right, going to QQQ pretty much should be the same thing. Go to that daily. We made low, high, lower, low. So solidify low was up there. Let's remove this. Let's remove these positioning tools. Solidify low was up here, and we still keeping that overall, you know, targets and stuff for the uptrend. But for the time being, we're in a downtrend, so we'll mark that out. Okay. Now we ended up failing to close below this daily gap. Okay. Failed to close below that daily gap. It is a chance that we could be bouncing. Like I said, we could be bouncing. We could do our slight pullback, retest, fail, shoot back up. We can go down, fail, retest. Fail when we come straight down, push right back up. It's all kind of different things. We could be trying to respect this solidify or this higher low at 607.05. It's the last gap that's in the way, so this is supposed to be the last gap to try to protect it to push it back up. It's many different things, you know, many different things that can happen. We just gotta see. Literally, we gotta see. We are in a tricky spot. But if I'm looking for shorts, I would look forward to retest 617.62, make a downtrend on the 15 or 1 hour, take it back down to 614. Now today I was about to jump in some of these shorts on QQQ like middle of the day. It was at like 619 and I was gonna take it to 614. That was my target. I was trying to look for tomorrow contracts, but they just was costing. I didn't like how they cost, so I just didn't buy it. And then it ended up going to, I think it went to 611 on me. Yeah, 611, 610. So I was like, wow, I could have bought it. I was just being cheap, you know, but it was fine. You know, it's fine. It is what it is. You don't get all the trades. So, like I said, I look for them shorts possibly here to take it back down to the gap. Of course, we can take it off of that one, take it to the bottom of this gap. Me personally, uptrend wise, I'd at least needed to be up inside of the gap at 617.62. Now, if I see an uptrend above there, that's when I might try to take a light long. Nothing I'm going super heavy on. Everything tomorrow, we got to go light. I'm sorry. When it comes to SPY QQQ, it's just, I can't go heavy. I get a light contract and see if the news come out and shoot us all the way up or shoot us all the way down. But can't really go heavy on nothing when it comes to them two. Okay? Then let's jump over to futures. Looking at futures, maybe they give us a little clearer picture. Alright. I got a whole bunch of let's delete this. Alright, delete that. Delete that. I don't like all these lines. Alright. Think we good for now. Delete this, delete that. Alright. Looking at this daily, high, same thing. Made that high, low, lower, high, lower, low. Well, take it back. We ain't make a lower low. We did not make the lower low on MNQ. Okay. That's interesting. Didn't make the lower low on MNQ. So it still got hope for these loans. Technically. Technically it still got hope to, you know, be bullish. It's just we gotta see. Is we gonna end up pushing down to clear and come take this low at what's the low? Let's see. Take this low at 25,180.25. Or do we start pushing up? Do we eventually we fail to close inside here? Do we come retest, fail, start building base to start moving back up? It all depends. Let's see. Pretty much that's what I'll be looking for. We can make a uptrend above this hourly gap right here at 25,048,487. Make an uptrend above there. That's why I look for them loans up to the daily gap to see if we can keep pushing. Okay. Shorts. Honestly, I want it underneath 25,420. Make a downtrend underneath there, possibly on the 5 or 15. I'll be looking to take the shorts, but it's going straight right here to the daily gap, so we'll have to try to either scalp it. Yeah, we gotta scalp it. We can scalp it and trail real tight when it get close here, but we have to try to see if we can push all the way through. You know, that's the biggest thing. Can it push all the way through to start heading to them short to the downside? The safer shorts though, if you want a little safer entry for the shorts, is once we get below. Well, it'll be down there at target, so it don't even matter. It'd be at target, but if we get below 25,214 and the downtrend forms underneath there, take the shorts down to potentially 25,000, 26. Okay, so something like this. Turn the magnet off. Like that. Alright. Then let's jump over to MYM. I ain't gonna do MES. MYM, like I said, this is where we had caught our main trade, or our first trade this morning. We took them longs. When it broke out, we took them longs based off I believe the 1 minute. We seen that uptrend form above this hourly gap. We got them longs. Then, of course, it had held and set here. So once it came up here, we failed that retest. We got out, and then look, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say luckily because we did our trade. We got out when it failed the retest, and we never got back in because we never, built base back above. Now, I wish we could have caught all them shorts right here, though. It did consolidate for a little while, but look how far I ended up dropping after that. But it's okay. It's fine. Like I said, you can't get them all. Now, on MYM, looking at the daily. It's tricky. A higher high, low, high, low. Did we make a higher high? Yeah, we did. Did we? No, we didn't. Yeah, it's tricky. It's consolidating. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna probably. I don't know if I'm messing with NYM. I gotta just see it in the morning, honestly. It did close red. Failed to close below this gap. Possibly. Only thing, you know what I'm saying, like how we normally think. Depending on which side it is on the gaps, just trade to that side if we make a trend on that side. So if we go over here, if it's sitting here, then we take the shorts there. If we make that trend above, take the long. Same thing for that bottom trend down. That bottom gap down there. We just had the same mindset. Okay. All right. Gold. Gold ended up closing green. I told y'all I can't really go long on these golds until we get above. This is my key level right here. 51.30. Once we get above there and make an uptrend above there, then I can feel a little bit more comfortable in getting in some longs. I told y'all I could see it coming up, but it's a chance that it can drop at any moment. I'm not taking that chance, Sorry, so we just haven't been trading gold. Y'all know we've been tearing gold up past couple weeks and stuff, so. But it is what it is. Honestly, gold, pretty much same as everything else. Uptrend, if we at the top of the gap, we make an uptrend, we take it to the next gap. We at the bottom of a gap, downtrend, take it to the bottom gap, okay? Really nothing special. All right, and then let's check out AMD. They had their earnings. AMD end up dropping. Oh, hold up. Might be. If we make a downtrend underneath here, I think I'm grabbing shorts on AMD, y'all. It did drop. So that's lower low, downtrend. Then took that low. If we can close below here, next target not until, well, we do got a regular gap here at 218, but really 214. Depending on how we open tomorrow, I might grab them shorts on AMD. If them contract, I know the contract's gonna cost, but if it ain't too bad, I think I'm gonna grab them. Who else had earnings? We said AMD, Chipotle. I don't really want to check out theirs. Google them the other day. AMD and somebody else. I think. I don't feel like opening this back up, but it's okay. Give me a second, y'all. Then after we see this next earnings, then that's it for the night. Okay, so give me 1 second. 1.5. Let me see, is this the earnings? We had Super Micro, that's who it was. Oh, we had paper. Paper I was in the morning. Super Micro. And then we're gonna call it after we look at their chart real quick. They pushed up. That's what we was thinking they was gonna push up. But I just didn't want to trade on y'all. I'm being honest. I ain't want to trade them. So it's at 31. If it closed green, that'll be that higher high. Next target 33. Yeah, I ain't gonna mess with them. I just don't. I told you I got scarred by them. So, but we're gonna go and end it here, y'all. Yeah, that's what we thinking about for tomorrow. I see y'all in the morning. Like I said, I'm gonna decide if we just focus on options tomorrow, or if I trade some of my personal accounts in the morning. Okay, but we'll figure out when they get here. All right, y'all have a good one. Your boy Keith is out. Peace.